Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Expert Channel. I'm Efral Derek. Together with us, Mr. Ramli, a psychologist and parenting motivator. Okay, today we will discuss about time management. Do you know time management? Yeah, we know that time management is very, very important in our life. So now we will discuss many things about time management. Okay, Mr. Ramli, what are the strategy or attitudes that we have to take in time management?
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, first and foremost, before we continue, before we manage our time, something that we have to take in our attitude is like decisiveness, discipline, determination. Determination, for example, when you have very good determination, you really struggle that we have to manage your time very well. Okay, and another one, discipline. We must have self-discipline first. Discipline meaning that willy-nilly or anyhow you force yourself, like or dislike, you must manage your time. You must do what you have planned before. For example, when you have you have planned to get up early before Fajr, you have to do this. You like or not, you have to do this. This is self-discipline. Okay, self-discipline really determinant for your success, for people's success. Okay, another one, we have desire. We must have burning desire that I really want to change my life, especially to respect to another time given by the God. Okay, like this. So decisiveness, determination, self-discipline, and burning desire. Must be possessed by everybody before they manage their time. Okay, because of this attitude, inshallah, they change. Okay, they change. To change a life must be according to time management. Okay, in accordance with time management. Okay, and something that we have to highlight is the time that we spend. There are three ways. Firstly, is about thought. Thought is the source of our attitude, the source of our behavior, the source of our conversation. Our thought needs nourishment, needs food. What is the nourishment of our thought? Is the truth. The really truth come from our Quranic verses and hadith. Okay, hadith our Quranic verses. This is something that we have to take. As long as our relationship to the God is very close, as long as is reflected by our relationship to Quranic verses is close, meaning we always read, we always translate, we always learn from this, we get the lesson from this. I believe that our thought will be controlled easily. Okay, will be controlled in positive way, and will be reflected in our conversation. Okay, in our conversation, as long as our conversation, our conversation sometimes cannot be controlled well. As long as we have faith, good faith, it can be controlled well. Okay, it's like this. Okay, and then after that, action. Our action also usually reflected by our thought. That's why our thought must be controlled. Be careful. Sometimes our thought can be controlled by social media, by talk with other people. Okay, by talking with other people. This is something that we have to avoid. Yes, information sometimes uttered by other people, very good information, very beneficial information. What I mean is, you have to see from the truly source, this is Quranic and Quranic verses and hadith. I think that's all maybe can make sense for everybody.
Okay. Wow, it is very, very interesting talking about time management. Okay, Mr. Ramli, I have next question. What are the positive impact of time management, Mr.?
Okay, positive impact of time management is really relate to our psychology. We call psychology of time management. Okay, when we talk about psychology, we talk about the happiness, sorrow, despair, anxiety, stress. Okay, when you can manage your time very well, you know what it is. You know what should you do. Okay, you know that it is it is really true. It is really what I mean is the truth from the Quranic verses. Inshallah, you will be very, very happy. You feel satisfied with your life. Your self-esteem increase. Okay, self-esteem meaning that self-esteem meaning you like yourself. How much you like yourself depends on or determined by how you manage your time. Okay, let me give some example. When you can manage your time very well, for example, your priority is for productive activity like reading book, okay, getting some beneficial information by social media. It could be, for example, you always see the YouTube that explain the good thing that can motivate you to do something good. Inshallah, you will be very good. Meaning that you can manage you can utilize your time. You can utilize your time as well as possible, right? Like this, you can be very happy. Otherwise, on the other hand, when you cannot manage your time, you use your time, for example, just doing some activities without clear purpose, doing some activity that harm other people, doing some conversation that always gossip other people, that always blaming other people, get angry without clear purpose and something like this, okay? It can make your life not happy, despair, okay? Sometimes maybe you get some anxiety in your life, very stressful because you can manage your time. For example, attending the meeting, you are late attending the meeting. It can make you stressful, deliberately or undeliberately.
Okay. Wow. I think the first time that time management only to manage our time, our job. After Mr. Ramli give the explanation, time management relate to happiness. We know that happiness, all people need happiness. Is it right,
yes,
Mr.?
Yes, we have to right. It is our right to get happiness.
Okay. So I think it is much better for us to manage our time very well.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. I still have a question for you.
Okay.
How to choose or how to determine, talking about jobs, duty, it is good or not good, Mr.
Yes. Actually, when we talk about good or not, Stephen Covey has explained to us about time metric quadrant. Okay, time metric quadrant is how to say. Right. There are four. Okay, we call important or not important, urgent or non urgent. Yeah, like this. Okay.
Planning, our duty, our jobs. So we will get benefits from time management not only for our life but also to make our relationship with the God will be closer. So I think it is better for Mr. Ramli can explain about time management in Islamic perspective.
Okay, this is about priority. Okay? When we talk about priority, we have to understand about the purpose of our creation. the purpose of our life. Allah create us what for? Okay, automatically the main purpose of our life is to worship to the God. This is the message sent by our in Quranic verses. Okay, so in this case that how relationship to the God is the first priority that we have to take the time. We have 24 hours in a day. Okay, so what should we do the first priority? Okay, for example, you focus on going to masjid or going to the mosque to perform your prayer. Okay, and then of course in Fajr we have to get up early before Fajr time.
Okay.
And Isha or Maghrib, okay, Maghrib or dawn prayer, okay, you have to do this. You have to manage this time for special time that cannot be interrupted by other activities. Okay, like this, the first. And the second one, something that you have to understand is we have working hours or working time, we have rest time, we have time to be together with our family that cannot be interrupted each other, meaning that your time focus on working, for example, right? Focus on working, it cannot be disturbed or it cannot be bothered by our activities with our family. Meaning, let me give some example. When you are working, so your children always call you in video call, for example, automatically it can be disturbed. Although you love it, you love both of them very much, okay? But it cannot be interrupted like this. Must be specialized.
We cannot mix, right?
Yeah, we cannot mix this time, okay? For working out time, resting time as well. The resting time at night, okay? At night, let's say 10 o'clock, we have to take a rest. We have to sleep. It cannot be disturbed by you work. You work again on the time until 12 or 1 o'clock. There's something wrong happened. You cannot get up very fresh because your time only focus on work. Okay, so you have to manage your time. Which are the first priority is the God, and the second up to you. Maybe it depends on what is the categories that you love most. Some people love most, for example, working. Other people love most in their time to be together with their family. Okay, it depends on us. Okay, it depends on us. But again, something that we have to prioritize our time is how much time that we spend that can be beneficial for ourselves and for others. Yes, you love playing game, but you have to consider that how much the playing game will give benefit to you, beneficial for your life and beneficial for others. It means that it's not right. It doesn't give some benefit for others, so you have to minimize the frequency of playing game or doing some activities that doesn't give some benefit to other people. Like this.
Okay. Wow, amazing, right? Mister, I think that I or us step by step understand talking about time management and apply time management in our life. Mister, before we finish our discussion, I think Mr. Ramli has some keywords or advice or something to conclude our this discussion.
Okay. Again, in our life we need change. Okay, we need change in our life. So to change our life, of course, we have to manage our time. If we don't have a change in our life, there's something wrong in our time management. That is okay. And I hope very much please appreciate the time very well because time determines your success and failure. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Ramli, thank you very much for your time. I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.